Om. सदाशिव समारंभां
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरु परंपराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वसुदेव सुतं देवम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवम्
कंस चाणूरमर्दनम्
संसचारूढमर्दनम्
देवकी परमानन्दम्
देवकी परमानन्दम्
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
तं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
And now we'll say the 12th shloka of 12th chapter, which is the summary of all teaching. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानम् अभ्यासा
ज्ञानाध्यानम विशिष्यते
ध्यानाध्यानम् विशिष्यते
ध्यानात् कर्म फल त्यागः
ध्यानकर्मफलत्यागः
त्यागात् शांति अनंतरम.
त्यागा शान्ति अनन्तरम्।
Okay, now the 7th shloka of 2nd chapter, which is Arjun's prarthana and our prarthana too. कार्पण्य दोषो उपहत स्वभावः
कर्पण्यदोषो उपहत स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढ़ चेताः
पृच्छामि त्वाधर्मसम्मूढचेता।
यत् श्रेयस्यात् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यक्षे स्यात् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे।
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
शिष्यतेऽहं व्याधिमा त्वां प्रपन्नम्।
So when we say this prarthana, we can imagine that Bhagwan is standing in front of us and we are like Arjun. Bhagwan, I'm deluded, I'm confused. So guide me towards the Shreyas, which is the well-being of all. That includes me. So that's the wonderful prarthana, and that answer to that prarthana is the entire teaching which we are going through. So this week is Navratri, so we'll just do Devi Stuti and talk a little bit about Devi, and then we'll get into our subject matter. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु
मातृरूपेण संस्थिता
मातृरूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः.
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः.
So yeah, happy Navratri to all, and we'll just briefly talk about Navratri, and then we'll move to and it is a coincidence. Always things happen good. So our like we are likely to start chapter 14th, which is one of my favorite chapters in the Bhagavad Gita. And 14th chapter talks about Prakriti. We already little bit talked about Prakriti in 13th chapter, very detailed. Kshetra means Prakriti. And Bhagwan has explained Prakriti has like 5 Panchatattva and all 24 elements, all those we went into that. So now 14th chapter talks about the guna of Prakriti, which is, we'll talk Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And all this combined called Maya in our Shastra. Even Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan has used that Maya word many times in the Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagwan says, my Maya. Always he has used that word. So it is not separate from Bhagwan, but Bhagwan's Maya Shakti. So that's why we say this world is Maya. It's like that. Or हमारे दयानंद जी used to say that Guru ji के from Bhagwan himself, Bhagwan explained Maya, then the people like Shankaracharya, in fact, our all Buddha tradition, Jain tradition, Sikh tradition, every tradition except Maya. सब लोग माया की बात करते हैं. कबीरदास जी, everyone except Maya. So भारत में everyone knows what Maya is. Even Swami ji used to say, रिक्शा वाले को बोलो उसको भी पता माया क्या है. And everyone says कि जो भी उलझाता है, that is Maya. And so the 14th chapter is all about that. Kaise, how we get entangled like by Maya or tied by Maya. So Maya is a very popular word, but there are people make now तो people just even the money is called Maya. ये जो है ये पैसा भी माया, it's like that. So Maya is so good. Today is Navratri, and we are that 9 days of Shakti worship is for that. We'll touch base a little bit and then move forward. But very nice, because 14th chapter talks about Maya, and Bhagavan has already, we saw in 13th chapter also, there are number of times the Maya word has come. Kshetra is Maya. And Maya is, sometimes it is called ignorance also. Many names are given, or delusion. The whole definition is that Ya Ma Sa Maya. Ya means this, Ma, which is not. Ma means not. So negation of this, what you're seeing. So Ya word has Sanskrit, Ya means a movement or something which is you can see, perceive. That is Ya. That's what. So very nicely they're defining Ya, what you're seeing. Sa, Ya Ma, that is not there. Sa Maya. लेकिन आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि it is there. That's why it is called Maya. Very wise definition our Acharya has given. या माँ which is not there, जो आपको दिख रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है मूवमेंट हो रहा है, बट it is not there. It says illusion. सा माया, that is माया. तो ये जो पूरा संसार है, that's the reason when Buddha tradition, Maya is very popularly used, because whole Bhagwan Buddha's teaching is that everything is impermanent in this world. So you think it is permanent, everything is impermanent. That's why they also accept Maya. Bharat mein all thoughts, and every tradition is, there is a way to overcome the Maya. That's it. That's Sadhyatma. That is spirituality. Overcome Maya. Lekin we keep doing that and keep get entangled into Maya. So that is very nice. We'll go to 14th chapter. We'll talk more that. So now it is Navratri, and 9 days we do worship of Devi, and twice Navratri come. Sharadiya and then Chaitra Navratra also comes. So twice. And very smart our rishis, because they know that like we sansaris have that habit. We'll do that and we'll forget. Then फिर से करो 6 महीने बाद. So very smartly they done. So Shakti Upasana, it is specially. And Shakti is called Maya. इसलिए हम लोग लक्ष्मी माया सब बोल देते हैं. So there is a Puran, Markandeya Puran. There's a story in that from where Durga Saptashati has come. All these 9 days we see Aarti in many languages. Hindi, Gujarati, Bengali, they all come from Durga Saptashati mein jo bhi stuti hai, they have extracted and created Aartis. And different languages, but Aarti has the same meaning. So there is a story there that, and stories are always Puran, stories are very, very powerful and very, very meaningful also. Sometimes we may not get the full meaning, but they are always meaning. Sometimes that people don't translate the stories and it becomes very distorted version. So the Puran, the Markandeya Puran, it says that there is a Asur, Rakshas, and Rakshas is disturbing the Devatas. And therefore the Puran comes, how to solve that problem. That is Puran. All Puran have that same story. So this Puran has that these Devatas, they have some issues. So the Naraji, Brahmaji, there are characters who come and guide them. और बोला कि आप यज्ञ करो, और यज्ञ में से जो देवी आएगी उसकी फिर हमारे यहाँ ऐसा है कि whenever, that's why the whole मूर्ति पूजा has probably come there, right? So जब देवी आएगी तो उनकी स्तुति करना. And the Devi, stuti means, stavan word is praise. The stavan word has come, stuti has come from stavan. Stavan means praising something, the chanting the glory. इसलिए हम लोग को स्तुति बोलते हैं. All these just we chant in front of Devata and Devi, that is stuti. Stuti means praising them. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu matra rupen. That is stavan. So they say you do the stuti, and then Devi will be happy, and then you will get the boon, and Devi will just kill the Rakshas. Oh, same kahani hai. Durga hongi alag. So they did the stuti. Devi came and they did the stuti, and then Devi protected them from Rakshas. So that stuti, Durga Saptashati is a big stuti. From all that Aarti have come. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu. All we say small shlok come from the same stuti. But here is a message for all of us. And all the time our प्रीस्ट जो कथा करने वाले हैं वो लोग भी और बोलते हैं कि उसमें भगवान ने बोला है, नारद जी ने, कि आप स्तुति करो तो देवी खुश हो जाएगी. और आपको आशीर्वाद देगी. सी दैट्स वेयर द अंडरस्टैंडिंग कम्स. गीता पढ़ने वाले को ये थोड़ा एनालाइज करना चाहिए. देवी तो, भगवान तो आनंद स्वरूप है ऑलरेडी. खुश क्या होना उसमें? आई मीन, Tenali Raman character, right? We all know that. So we used to read that story in the childhood. A very impressive story. Tenali Raman went to his guru and he was a little witty child, smart. So guru said ki, if you do some chanting, then you will praise Devi. And Tenali Raman did some story. We have read that Amar Chitra Katha mein aata hai. So Devi like pragat ho gayi, manifested. I am very happy with your puja and so on. So Tenali Raman looked at Devi and he smiles. And she said, "Why are you smiling?" He said, I'm like kind of little surprised. What happened? He said, "I have one nose." Devi had like many faces, right? Kali eye ekdam. I have one nose, and when I get cold, it's very difficult for me to even clean one nose. And you got so many noses. I'm wondering how do. And she got very impressed. She said, "Okay, I am very happy with your wit and the intelligence. I'll give you the boon." So he said, "Okay." So she said, "I have two bowls in my hand. You can just taste one of them and you can take it, one of them." So one is wisdom bowl, one is wealth. Ek mein doodh hai aur ek mein curd kuch hai. So choose one of them. So Tenali Raman looked at them, he took both of them, drank both together. And she said, "What did you do?" I told one of, he said, "No, jo bhi kisi ne bola hoga ki, see, wisdom without wealth has no meaning. And wealth without wisdom has no meaning. So I took both of them." And then she gave her boon ki you will be served as a known person in the assembly of Raja, whatever. And we know Tenali Raman's stories. But this is a story we used to read when we were a little kid. And we used to always think, यार देवी को खुश किया. So here is the thing कि भगवान किसी की भी स्तुति करें, बोलते ऐसा है कि आप स्तुति करो भगवान खुश होंगे. यार भगवान तो खुश, आनंद स्वरूप को क्या खुश. आप करके देखो, आपको खुशी हो जाएगी. See, that's what the teaching is. But they have to give the attraction. क्योंकि आप ऐसे कोई बोलेगा कि आप स्तुति करो आप खुश हो जाओगे, तो हम कभी नहीं करेंगे. बिकॉज वी आर संसारी, वी नीड समवन, सम सपोर्ट सिस्टम. सो उन्होंने कहा चलो ठीक है यार, भगवान की करो, कुछ नहीं होता अभी. इफ यू चैंट दुर्गा सप्तशती और ललिता सहस्रनाम, एंड आई डू दैट ड्यूरिंग नवरात्रि, you feel, I mean, that's what whole our teaching is, that when bhakt reaches, and we talk about Sattvagun, 14th chapter is, that's a very powerful. When you reach to that level and do the prarthana, that time, जैसे हम लोग भी कभी we go to a, suppose not the yes, though every like regular mandir we go every day, so it become very casual. Suppose Tirth Yatra we do, like we take all the effort from America to India and to give a flight, finally reach Ayodhya, right? And now standing in front of Bhagwan with all the effort and all 4-5 days that in mind, I'm going to do darshan. And when you stand in front of Bhagwan, look at that, automatically your eyes are closed. Automatic. Nobody tells you. Aapki aankh band ho jati hai. In that particular instance, that भक्त और भगवान एक हो जाते हैं, and the द्वैत is finished, you become in a द्वैत, and तत्वमसि happens there. That is our teaching. So खुश, मेरे अंदर से ही खुशी आती है, भगवान को खुश नहीं होता. वो तो उन्होंने बताया ऐसा कि करो, but the purpose was that कि you do with that bhavana, that sattvagun, then the division will be gone when you are doing darshan. You are just either Bhagwan or you. It's got, and that's what the sadhana, नवरात्रि पे जो 9 दिन में हम अब डांस वांस करके सब लोगों ने उसका कुछ कर दिया है गरबा करके, लेकिन अदरवाइज इज देवी स्तुति. इनफैक्ट वो देवी स्तुति जब वो गुजराती में भी जो गाते हैं, जयो जयो माँ जगदम्बे, तो उसमें लाइन आती है, तृतीय तृण स्वरूपा, लाइक थर्ड लाइन में कि यू आर, जो तीनों गुण हैं या तीन संसार है, 3 things, 3 संसार, 3 गुण. एंड द लाइन इट सेज त्रया थकी तरवेणी तू तरवेणी माँ. सो ये जो 3 गुणों की और ये 3 संसार को हमने 3 बताया है, लाइक देयर इज हेवन, देयर इज अ संसार एंड देयर इज हेल. सो दिस इज अ संसार सागर. तू तरवेणी माँ, यू कैन टेक मी अक्रॉस दिस सागर, you are the rescuer. That is the prarthana. So every line, if you look, all the arti, Hindi or Gujarati, Marathi, I read all the time with meaning. It's a powerful, the meaning is the only thing. But by doing that, I'll get that happiness. देवी को क्या, वो तो खुशी है. And that's what this is whole Navratri Upasana is about. It is not about just Devi, it is my purification. And that's why our Rishi said do twice a year. क्योंकि हम लोग तो फिर वापस we'll get all the contamination, exhaust will be dirty and go for cleaning. So that's the reason Navratri is Navratri. And that, of course, there are, so in Shakti, we have in three forms. Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. So very smartly our Rishi says first 3 days Durga. Durga means strength, both mental and physical. In spite of your doing upvas and vrat, which some of us do that, and we realize that nothing happens. You don't lose anything because there is a Durga Upasana. So whatever physically you feel like, oh, I'm doing fasting, you're getting extra strength for that Upasana. So you get more joy in that, fasting or leaving things. और परिग्रह आनंद बन जाता है, लेकिन परिग्रह अगर बिना समझ के किया जाए तो कष्ट बन जाता है. That. So Durga, first 3 days Durga, so get the physical, mental state, and next 3 days is Lakshmi. Then yeah, we need prosperity, we need everything. This is like वो शास्त्र में जो जब ऋषियों ने बोला तो उन्होंने कहा था कि अगर माया, वो बोले कि माया की वजह से संसार है, ये राक्षस वगैरह सब माया. So he said to overcome Maya, you have to do stuti of Mahamaya. Mahamaya means Devi. So Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati को भी से महामाया. तो महामाया की स्तुति करनी माया को हटाने के लिए. So Saraswati, like Lakshmi, then we need prosperity and everything. And last 3 days are Saraswati. So you need bal, mansik bal, shararik bal. Then you need whatever like resources. But if both they come and they bring ahankar, which we'll see 14th chapter, Rajogun, because both of them are, Durga is removing the tamogun, Lakshmi is balancing the rajogun, but what you need maximum, the dominance is sattvagun. Because if you have bal and prosperity, but if you don't have the buddhi, vidya, then you are going to misuse it. And that happens with many of Ravan did this upasana too, but Ravan's upasana was for Rajogun Tamogun because Sattvagun was missing. So he was intelligent, he had boon, but he was a trouble for the world. So we need Saraswati upasana. इसके लिए Saraswati, हम लोग स्टोरी पढ़ते हैं तो किसी राक्षस ने सरस्वती की उपासना नहीं करी, वो दुर्गा की करते हैं, लक्ष्मी की करते हैं. Because Saraswati की उपासना, you get buddhi, then you are all set. So that's what the last 3 days are Saraswati. So Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasya 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 Namo Namo. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Samsita Namastasya. And then Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samsita Namastasya. But I personally have added one more to that, which I do that. All three is fine, like you get last thing, which is Bhagwan ne bhi bataya. We'll go to 16th chapter. One of the quality of sadhak should have tushti, santushti, the contentment. And that's why we'll see that even Sattvagun has a problem too. So for that, there is in Shaptshati and other places at Durga, one of the Devi's name is Tushti, contentment. That is the power. Contentment is also a Shakti. Contentment is not giving up. Contentment is let go. Let go is a power. So then we say, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Tushti Rupena Samstita Namastasya 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 Namo. You please establish in me as Durga, as Lakshmi, as Saraswati, and as Tushti too. There are 9 names, but one of that is Tushti. So Tushti means, yeah, I should get that contentment also. And that is one the problem. Like if you don't have contentment, then the sansar maya, then you're tangled by maya. So to overcome that contentment, we have to do. Otherwise, we every 6 months we'll do and go back to. So there was one Swamiji, he used to go for yatra and people used to follow him. जैसा अपने होता है यहाँ पर भी. There are Swamijis, they go for yatra and all other followers go. So there was one guy who was a kind of a thief. तो उसने बोला कि स्वामी जी, I want to come with you. He said, okay, you can come, but ये चोरी वोरी नहीं करना वहाँ जाके, क्योंकि I know you are a चोर. He said, no, I'll not do that. Promise करो. He said, no, मैं कोई चोरी, मैं दूसरों का ऐसा नहीं, सामान दूसरों का निकाल लो. He was known. स्वामी जी वैसे चलो ठीक है, कुछ हो जाएगा, चलेगा. उसके बाद सब लोग नेक्स्ट डे जब मॉर्निंग में उठे तो पीपल लॉस्ट देयर थिंग्स, किसी की वॉच नहीं मिल रही, किसी का फोन नहीं मिल रहा है, किसी का कुछ। उनको लगा स्वामी जी को इसको बोला था और उसने प्रॉमिस किया, उसने बोला मैंने तेरे को बोला था ना, कि बोला आई डिड स्वामी जी मैंने नहीं करी चोरी। बट देन व्हाई दिस पीपल, नहीं नहीं आप देखो, आप अपना पिलो उठाओ। उसका पिलो उठाया तो किसी का सेल फोन दूसरे के उसमें निकला, बाकी सबका सामान मिल गया लेकिन इधर उधर था। तो उसने ये क्या किया तूने? तो उसने बोला कि स्वामी जी एक कहावत है कि चोर चोरी से जाए, हेरा फेरी से ना जाए। एक हमारे यहाँ कहावत है कि चोर चोरी हो लेने, हेरा फेरी तो करेगा ही। एक्चुअली वी आर लाइक दैट। कहानी चोर की हमारी कहानी, वी ऑल गो इन फ्रंट ऑफ भगवान, हम बोल देते हैं हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे, हेरा फेरी करते रहते हैं पूरे टाइम। ये प्रॉमिस कर, सो दैट इज अवर स्टोरी एंड दैट इज रजोगुण। एंड द होल 14 चैप्टर इज एक्चुअली तीनों गुण है, लेकिन द कल्प्रिट इज रजोगुण, हेरा फेरी वाली जो आदत है। सो विल एंटर इनटू 14 एंड बट इन वन ऑफ द नेम ऑफ महामाया स्तुति में बड़ा प्यारा, मैं पढ़ रहा था तो इट टुक माई अटेंशन बिकॉज वी जस्ट फिनिश क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग, यू लाइक चैप्टर 13। क्षेत्र is body and kshetraj is atma. So there are 1000 names, Lalita Sahasranam. There are 1000 names of, there are स्तुति में वो भी पढ़ते हैं नवरात्रि में. So one of the name it says in I think 322 something like number, क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ पालिनी माँ. Oh, it got my attention actually. मैं पहले कभी ध्यान नहीं दिया था कि you are the controller of kshetra and kshetrajञ both, which we get through the chapter. And they say at the end of the chapter that the one who can understand the combination of kshetra kshetrajञ is a jnani. And that's our goal. And that's the reason Bhagavan took the entire 13th chapter to keep explaining what is kshetra and what is kshetrajञ. Kshetrajञ means we, the Sakshi Chaitanya, and I should be able to see my own body. That's the whole sadhana, that meditation or samadhi, whatever we say. I should be able to see myself just doing everything, but I am not involved. It's like an intelligent actor. Actor plays the role, but actor knows while playing the role, I am not that beggar guy, or I am not the murderer, or I am not the whatever, like the acting I am doing. I am that person who's doing this acting. And that is called the smartness. That is called Sakshi. And that's what one of the name of Devi, Kshetra Kshetrajञ Palini Ma. Kya baat hai? I mean, I read it a few times. I said, wow, that's what I was, we finished the chapter. And I was, Lalita Sahasranam, one of the name of, if Durga Mata is like that. Yeah, so with that, we'll just recap it quickly, 13th chapter, and move to the 14th chapter. We'll start 14th chapter, whatever we can do that. But yeah, Navratri is there, so still we have a few more days. There are 9 names of Devi. If we don't remember, there are available all over. Like, and I think I shared one time. I have a 1-pager document of my name. I can share again. So it's simple, and that the whole 9 names have come from all these Puran and Saptasati. ये लोग बड़ा यज्ञ भी करते हैं, same thing. So we don't have to. It's the only thing. It is not to please Devi. I mean, it's okay to say that, but that is not the goal. It is when we do that, we get that pleasure from within. There is nothing outside. Devi is coming and giving me the pleasure. So that's what with that bhavana we should do Devi Upasana, and it is for purification, Atma Shuddhi, and that is the goal. Because to retain that Atma Gyan which we do Swadhyaya and study and do Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, and we have to retain that. But again, same हमारी आदत है, हेरा फेरी से जाएंगे नहीं, like we keep doing in संसार, so सब erase हो जाता है, फिर erase हो जाता है, then do it again. That's why भगवान ने बोला भी है, शनैः शनैः उपरमे धरती बुद्धिया ग्रहितया. अर्जुन ने पूछा कैसे होगा? धीरे धीरे होगा, शनैः शनैः, slowly it will happen. But abhyas and vairag, you have to keep doing that. Practice, and just keep fueling with vairag. And vairag, again, we talked many times, but it's very simple. Vairagya of Bhagavan Krishna, vairagya is not running away from anything. It is exactly playing the role with full understanding. And there is example given. We read all the time, and people say that भगवान को, even Western world also, like Bible quotations are also there that the person who is childlike, we can reach the God. हमारे यहाँ भी बोलते हैं जो बच्चे जैसा हो वो भगवान को प्राप्त करेगा. But we need to understand that it's very clear. भगवत गीता स्टूडेंट, भगवान ने कहीं भी पूरी गीता में ये नहीं बोला कि बच्चे जैसे हो जाओ. ये जिन लोगों ने बोला वो भी उन्होंने समझाने के लिए बोला था. लेकिन भगवान, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस हियर कि बच्चे जैसे प्योर हो जाना है सत्वगुण, बट यू हैव टू हैव, बच्चे में, बच्चा डजंट हैव अवेयरनेस. बच्चा इज प्योर बट बच्चा डजंट हैव द ज्ञान, तत्व ज्ञान. बट दिस पर्सन हु इज मैच्योर्ड, हु इज सत्वगुणी और गुणातीत, बेसिकली गुणातीत, this person exactly knows कि what to do. श्रेयस, that's why Arjun has asked, right? निश्रेय, मुझे बताइए श्रेयस क्या है. बच्चा will not ask for श्रेयस. So let's not get confused about that कि बच्चे जैसे हो जाओ. No, बच्चे जैसे नहीं, ज्ञानी जैसे हो जाओ. It's like that. So that's what the whole teaching is about. So we'll just recap quickly 13th chapter 1, last slok, which summarizes the entire chapter, and then we'll move forward with 14th chapter. So we'll read the last slok of the 13th chapter, which is Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhag Yog. Kshetra Kshetragyo
क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञो
Anantaram
ममनन्तरम्
Anantaram Jnana Chakshusha. Sorry, there is a break.
अनन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा
Bhut Prakriti Moksham Cha
भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च
Ye Viduryanti Te Param.
ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम. जिस प्रकार से 34, जिस प्रकार से,
34 says, right, correct, yeah.
इसका अर्थ इसमें लिखा है जिस प्रकार से एक सूर्य समस्त ब्रह्मांड को.
No, वो एक पीछे हो गया. So you have to go one, yeah, last one. Oh, there is a 34, 35. Some books it is 35.
Okay,
Sanjay ji, what number in 14th chapter? What number?
Last slok.
Okay.
last in 13th chapter, right?
Yeah, 13th chapter, last slok.
Those who thus perceive with the eye of wisdom the difference between Kshetra and Kshetragya and the phenomenon of liberation from Prakriti with their evolutes reach the supreme eternal spirit.
Right. So Shipalji, you have the same thing or a little different? Same thing, right?
नहीं, सेम ही है.
Okay.
Same.
So now that at the end, after giving the Kshetra means, we saw Kshetra means the body, and 24 elements we are made of, 5 Panchatattva, and then all those different elements, 24 we went through, right? And so body is this Kshetra, that is body. And Kshetragya means the Atma within the body, that is Kshetragya, who knows the body. Kshetragya, Gya means the who has the knowledge of the body. So Bhagavan says, now he says, summarizing that, the one who knows the distinction between Kshetra and Kshetragya. And how? Jnana Chakshusha. As I said, the example, like Bachcha is also like innocent, but Bachcha doesn't have that Jnana Chakshu. And so he said Jnana Chakshu means eyes, and Jnana means the wisdom. So through the eyes of wisdom, you see the distinction. Otherwise, it's very simple to say this is body, this is, people keep saying, but so Bhagavan is saying Viduh Tattva se, essence, you know the essence. And what is like, very simple, what is essence? We have been reading from 2nd chapter onwards, right? Entire Bhagavad Gita, there are 7 or 8 things Bhagavan has taught about, right? There is a Gyan which is your Deh, not Deh, your Atma, but Deh Dehi. So that's what Bhagavan is saying, that you know the distinction. And that is called Vivek Gyan. Vivek means discernment, the making the judgment that this is what. So the only thing we do in entire our teaching, we should be able to know what is Anatma, which is impermanent, or Kshetra, which is not Atma, and what is Atma, which is permanent, and which is like Nitya Sarvagata Sthanu Rachalo Vayam Sanatana, which is Ananda Swarup, that is Atma. That's the only 2 things, Anatma and Atma. Everything what is not Atma is Anatma. That is Sansar, that is Maya. And only thing is Atma, which is Satchidanand Swarup, whatever we call it. So there is a story in our Shastra given in Vedanta. And this is given an exercise to the students who come for Gurukul. We call it Til Tandul Vivek. And the exercise is given to them. They mix the til means the sesame seed and tandul means the rice. And so it's rice is white and sesame seed is black. They're tiny, and they just mix up. And they give the exercise, just you separate them. This is the exercise given. It is very tough task. ऐसा ही छोटा बहुत सारा है. Now only thing, so you have to separate til tandul, and that exercise is called til tandul vivek. Vivek means discernment. So you have to separate til and tandul. So by doing that, they ask the student, what are you doing? I am separating til and tandul. He said, no, you do just one. You separate tandul. You have to remove one. The second one is automatically removed. That is the vivek. And that is the exercise. But whole then उसके पीछे teaching भी है. But that's what they do. कि आपको एक चीज अलग करनी है. तो आत्मा अलग करनी है. बाकी सब अनात्मा है. So you don't say कि I am separating til and tandul. You are separating tandul. Til is automatically removed. You are doing til, then so that is what vivek is. So here then Bhagavan says Jnana Chakshusha. And how it happens? Again, that's the reason 6th chapter is very important in the middle. Bhagavan has said that Abhyas and Vairagya can be sustained by, we call it, we have to sit in Dhyan, Nididhyasanam. All the teaching, accumulated teaching has to convert it to assimilated teaching. I mean, I always give example of gut health. All whatever we eat, the purpose is that I should have good health, gut health, right? Then only I'm able to digest the food. Otherwise, whatever amount of good food I eat, if my gut is not healthy or digestion, just Ayurveda says exactly the same thing. Same thing with brain, right? If there is no Shuddhi here, I can memorize all the shlok. अभी बच्चों को मैं देखता हूँ कोई दिखाते हैं there are 600 श्लोक, वो सब ठीक है, अच्छा है, I mean they should do that. But what is next? I mean 600 श्लोक memorize करके करना क्या है? Did you get anything out of 600 shlok or not? Otherwise, just a memory store. So that's what Bhagavan is saying here. That Vivek is that you assimilate the teaching and sustain it. See, problem हमारी sustenance है. हम कर तो लेते हैं, but we are not able to sustain. And that's the reason we say Abhyas. Every year Navratri will come twice, or Janmashtami, or whatever, all the Vrat. The reason is because we have to sustain that. And that's what Bhagavan is saying. Those people, they Mahatma Jan, Parabrahma Paramatma को प्राप्त होते हैं. Parabrahma Paramatma means that आनंद. अब जो वो बोल रहे हैं कि देवी खुश होगी, देवी किधर, इधर कोई खुश नहीं. भगवान ने कहीं नहीं बोला इसमें मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा. He is always saying you reach there. I am your param goal. I am means that आनंद. So you reach there. You have to do that. I am not going to do that. भगवान तो, he could have given अर्जुन को ये लो 1 मिनट में ज्ञान मिल गया. It's not. He said, no, you have to go through this exercise. And that's what he's saying. So, and then, of course, moksha praptogam. And then he says, bhoot prakriti moksham. Prakriti, again, we are going to see in 40. Prakriti means the same maya, entanglement. Hera feri. Chor, chori se ja hera feri. So, Bhagavan says, ki moksham, you will get the freedom from that bondage of Prakriti. Because Prakriti ties. Abhi just said, that's an example, if you're doing, if sometime we do cleaning of car or anything, if you don't put the gloves on, you're going to damage your hands. But you put the gloves on, and then your car wash or whatever you're doing, yard work or anything, just throw the gloves, you're safe. And that is that understanding, that is the Gyan. So you are always free from, this world will not entangle you if you have that protection. But if you don't have the protection of Gyan, then yeah, baby is innocent, but baby is going to put the finger in that outlet and get hurt. Because innocently, baby, but you know that, oh no, that is the difference. So that's what I think Kshetra we have covered enough. Wonderful chapter. You can read again and again many times, but it's a very detailed chapter. Bhagavan has explained it very well what was started in 2nd chapter. But he has given a lot of detail. So Kshetragya means, again, that Bhagavan used the word Bhut Prakriti Moksham. You are free. And that reminds me of one of my favorite dialogue of guide movie. I'll say that and we'll move to 14th chapter. Yeah. आज मैं कितनी आज़ादी महसूस कर रहा हूँ. If you see the guide movie at the end, he says that, right? आज मैं कितनी आज़ादी महसूस कर रहा हूँ. लगता है आज हर इच्छा पूरी होगी, मगर मजा भी देखो कोई इच्छा ही नहीं रही. जिंदगी बिखर कर प्रकाश बन गई है और सच्चाई मेरा रूप है. तन रहे ना रहे, मैं रहूंगा, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं अमर हूँ. मौत एक ख्याल है जैसे जिंदगी एक ख्याल है. न सुख है न दुख है, न दिन है न रात है, सिर्फ मैं. That's it. That's the Kshetragya. And that is, मैं means वो भगवान तत्वमसि at the end. So wonderful. That movie ends with this guide movie. The whole theme was this guide movie. Right? कैसे संसार उलझाता है and then how you come out of that. The movie, it was like that. So with that, we'll move to the last. We'll say the last slok and move to the 14th chapter. Om Tat Saditi.
Om Tat Saditi.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su.
Upanishatsu.
Upanishatsu.
Brahma Vidyayam.
Brahma Vidyayam.
Yoga Shastre.
Yoga Shastre.
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhaga Yogo Nam Trayodasho Adhyayah.
Kshetra Kshetragya Vibhago Yogo Nama Trayodasho Adhyayah.
Yeah, so he's at the end of every chapter, he said there are two things, right? Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastra. And if you look at that logo we have for Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita is Yoga Shastra. Yoga Shastra means a tool, a means. Shastra is a means. Yoga is also a technique. So Yoga Shastra means a technique to do what? To reach where? Brahma Vidyaya. To reach to Brahma Vidya. And now what is Brahma Vidya? Very simple. There is no Brahma ki Vidya. There is no knowledge about Brahma. Brahman is, that's what we saw in this chapter. The Gyan itself is Bhagwan. But we have to use the word. So it is Brahma Vidya means become Brahman. Tattvamasi. That's it. Or Aham Brahmasmi. So that is what Bhagavad Gita is about. So with that, we'll go to 14th chapter, which is one of my favorite chapter. I love this chapter because there are a lot of instructions for the life, right? The lifestyle. Atha Chaturdasho Adhyayah.
Chaturdasho Adhyayah.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Param Bhuyah Pravakshami.
Param Bhuyah Pravakshami.
Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam.
Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam.
Yagyatva Munaya Sarve.
Yagyatva Munaya Sarve.
Param Siddhi Mitogata.
Param Siddhi Mitogata. परमेश्वर ने कहा, अब मैं पुनः तुम्हें श्रेष्ठ ज्ञान के विषय में बताऊंगा, जो सभी ज्ञानों में सर्वश्रेष्ठ है और सभी ज्ञानों का परम ज्ञान है, जिसे जानकर सभी महान संतों ने परम सिद्धि प्राप्त की है.
The blessed Bhagwan said, I will again declare the supreme knowledge, the best of knowledges, which having known, all sages have gone from here to ultimate perfection.
So now again, like Bhagwan finished Kshetragya and then he started bringing a new topic. And same thing, if you remember 6th chapter, once Bhagwan finished Gyan Yoga, Karma Sannyasa bata diya, then he realized that, okay, he's a good teacher, right? He's the master teacher. He knows what students, that's why sometimes the good teacher knows what the students need, right? It's not teacher wants, it's what the student wants. So that's why he brought 6th chapter after that. Before bringing 7th, 8th, 9th, where Bhagwan talks about himself, Bhagwan Swarup. Oh, there is a way to retain that knowledge, and that is what Atma Sanyam Yoga. You have to retain that knowledge. And that's why the shlokam yaktahar viharasya yukte cheshtasya karmasu. There is a way, Arjun, you retain this knowledge. Whole 6th chapter is about retention. And then now again, this chapter, after 13, 14th chapter, Bhagwan has already talked about this in the beginning. There is a 45 shlok of 2nd chapter if you go there. I think let's just visit one time that shlok. I think it is 45. First time Bhagwan talked about that. Second chapter, I think it's 40, yeah, 45, that's correct. So second chapter, if you go to 45 shlok, where Bhagwan is, see, look at that, Bhagwan is that time talking about Gyan and Karma both, after explaining you are that Dehi. Now he says, Tregun Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattastho Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. So he's saying here, Arjun, Sab Ved means all knowledge. Sab Ved means all knowledge, all kind of knowledge, right? तीनों गुणों के कार्य रूप संसार को विषय करने वाले हैं, अर्थात प्रकाश करने वाले हैं। इसलिए तू असंसारी अर्थात निष्कामी निष्त्रैगुण्य भव, निर्द्वंद सुख दुख द्वंद्वों से रहित, नित्य सत्य में स्थित, योग क्षेम को न चाहने वाला, आत्मपरायण हो। You can read the English part. Shripal ji will forward.
The Vedas deal with the three gunas. Be thou free, O Arjuna, from the three gunas, free from the pairs of opposites, remain ever in sattva, free from acquisition and preservation, and established in the self.
Yeah. So that time Bhagavan has already talked about gun. 14th chapter is very detailed. So I'm sure Bhagavan a good teacher keeps a tab of it. And Arjun is knowledgeable enough. Arjun must be knowing what is Maya, what is Trigonamayi Maya. We know, like Rickshawala knows in Bharat what is Maya. So Arjun, I'm sure, knows what is Maya. So everybody knows Maya. But Bhagavan has already said that in the first time he referred that. Ki, this ये जो मायावी संसार है, this is a warning here. Arjun जैसा smart, very accomplished archer of his time, and he was a perfect personality. Bhagavan is warning him too. So just imagine people like us. Our sadhana star is so low, typically sansar. So Bhagavan is already warned. Nistya gunya, koshish ye karna hai ki you have to rise above those guns. And that is what 14th chapter is about. So entire Bhagavad Gita or Vedantic teaching is about removing the Dvait, duality. Sukh dukh. So all this teaching is about, as long as we have the duality, चलती चक्की देख कर दिया कबीरा रोए, दो पाटन के बीच में साबुत बचाना को। कबीर दास भी यही बात बोल रहे हैं. He is also saying the same thing. ये द्वैत is a problem. So we have to rise above that. So तीनों गुण मिलके, that is one.
You are frozen, Sanjay ji. फिर से कहिए.
Oh, I am frozen? You can hear me now? Okay.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah.
आपको फिर से
Yes,
कहना
yes,
पड़ेगा
yes.
दोहा.
Okay, ठीक है. So now entire teaching is that everything is duality, right? We are entangled. So Bhagavan, so the ultimate goal of 14th chapter when we go there, and he told, which ये 44 श्लोक में भगवान ने कहा, निस्त्रैगुण्या भवार्जुन, you have to rise above that. Gunatit भवार्जुन. So तीन गुण is one and gunatit is second stage. So all this, so that you have to move, just like dehi, kshetra kshetragya. So gun and gunatit. That's what Bhagwan's goal is. So that's what Kabir Das ji says, right? चलती चक्की देख कर दिया कबीरा रोए, दो पाटन के बीच में साबुत बचाना को. When chakki means the grinder, there are two grinding stones. In our modern grinder, there is a flask and there is a spindle, same चीज. उसके बीच में जो भी आएगा, साबुत बचाना को. You will be crushed by the Maya. And crushed by the Maya, Kabir Das ji, like what a level of intelligence these people had. I mean, I feel so proud of, we belong to those rishis and philosophers, and what thought process they had. Right? So he's saying you will be crushed by this Maya. Do patan means Maya. And we know that all this depression and anxiety, it is all crushing our consciousness. We crush the consciousness with these impermanent things. That is what Kabir Das ji is saying. That's what Bhagwan is saying. Nistargunyabhav. And then Kabir Das ji का जो उसका extension है दोहे का, उनके लड़के ने कहा था, कमाल ने, कि चलती चक्की देख कर दिया कमाल हंसाए. कबीर दास जी बोले थे, मेरे को रोना आता है कि इस चक्की में जो पिस रहे हैं, they are crushing. So कमाल से चलती चक्की देख कर दिया कमाल हंसाए, जो कीलन में स्पिंडल से चिपका रहा वो साबुत ही बच जाए। अब देखा, कुछ स्पिंडल से जो चिपक जाते हैं वो पूरे के पूरे निकल आते हैं। अभी हम घर में भी उसको बार बार अंदर डालते हैं स्पिंडल पे जो। सो स्पिंडल मीन्स दैट भगवान, दैट इज क्षेत्रज्ञ। So if you hold on to the kshetragya, then Maya will not disturb you. So all this Navratri Upasana is that we need to get ourselves attached to the Shakti. And once we are, the Shakti is Maya, with Devi, whatever you call Lakshmi Saraswati. Once we get hold of Shakti, then this Maya will not disturb me. Because this is Mahamaya. The Shakti is, Devi is Mahamaya. So Maya will bhag jayegi. And that's the whole Navratri Upasana is actually. But that's good. So so Bhagavan is saying in 14th chapter that I'll tell you this Jnanam Uttamam. And now he's not saying what Gyan, but next it will come. But again, referring back to there are other shlok जिसमें भगवान ने गुण की बात करी. And that's a very, very profound knowledge how to overcome that Maya. It's like, that's why he said Uttamam. It's like superlative knowledge. Because that, we'll see that, right? So then we'll see the next shlok. Idam Gyan Upashitya
इदम ज्ञान उपाश्रित्य
Mam Sadharmya Agatah
मम साधर्म्य आगता
Sarge Apino Pajayante
सर्गे अपि नोपजायन्ते
Pralayena Vyathanti cha.
प्रलयेन विथन्ति च। वे जो इस ज्ञान की शरण लेते हैं वे मुझे प्राप्त होंगे और वे सृष्टि के समय न तो पुनः जन्म लेंगे न ही प्रलय के समय उनका विनाश होगा।
Having taken refuge in the knowledge and attained unity with me, they are neither born even in creation nor disturbed in dissolution.
Yeah, so simple is that, Bhagavan, because we say there is a cycle of death and birth, you will be born again. So he's saying if you have this Gyan, which basically Gyan means Gunatit, we'll see in the 14th chapter. Bhagavan says if you have that Gyan, then you will not be bothered by Maya. As simple as that. And I will bringing Maya again and again today because it's Navratri time. And whole Navratri sadhana is Mahamaya Upasana, to overcome Maya. And this is Maya. All this, ये जो प्रॉब्लम्स है, लाइफ साइकिल, रीबर्थ, ये सब जितने दुख हैं, ये सब भगवान से कि यू बिकम लाइक मी. द वर्ड ही हैज यूज साधर्म्यम, मेरे जैसा हो जाएगा. एंड आई ऑलवेज यूज दैट लाइन, राइट? भेद तेरा कोई क्या पहचान है, जो तुझसा हो वो तुझे जाने. वी हैव टू बी लाइक भगवान टू नो भगवान. आई हैव टू, if I want to know Satya, I always give this example in children class, and I've seen their faces when I talk to them. They're like 10, 12-year-old kids. I mean, they sometimes just kind of get frozen when I say this. I say, tell me what is Satya, what is truth. Everybody knows what is, but tell me what is truth. And you just can't, I mean, definition is that truth is truth. What is truth? It's a very abstract word, right? And if I ask you, how do you know truth? At least once in my life, I had said truth. Then I say, I know what is truth. Even if once I have in my life, I have said truth, then I know what is truth. And everybody, kabhi na kabhi to bola hota aapne sach. That's why you know truth. But there's no definition of truth. It is the experience of truth. Same thing with Bhagavan saying, sadharmyam. मुझे जानना है तो मेरे जैसा होना पड़ेगा. There is no other way. And Bhagavan says, with this Gyan, you will become like me. And then you will be overcome this sansar ka jo. Vyathanti means vyakul or agitation and all these problems. World is Maya Jal jise kehte hain, right? All this grief you will overcome. And then we'll go to the next shlok. So, yeah. Mama yonir mahadbrahma.
मम योनिर्भद्रम्
Tasmin garbham dadhami aham.
तस्मिन् गर्भं दधाम्यहम्
Sambhava sarvabhutanam.
सम्भवः सर्वभूतानां
Tato bhavati bharata.
ततो भवति भारत। हे भारत पुत्र, प्रकृति गर्भ स्वरूपा है। मैं इसी प्रकृति में जीवात्मा को गर्भस्थ करता हूँ जिससे समस्त जीवों का जन्म होता है। हे कुंती पुत्र, सभी योनियों जो जन्म लेती हैं माया उनकी गर्भ में है और मैं उनका बीज प्रदाता जनक हूँ।
My womb is great, Brahma. In that I place the seed. Thence arises birth of all beings, O Bharata.
Yeah, so now it's like our Hindu principle of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and there is a Prakriti, Bhagwan ki Shakti, Maya. So Bhagwan is saying basically, I am the seed, and through Maya, this whole world is created. And there is a whole describe how world is created. Those explanations are given in all our Purana and Shastra. But the bottom line is that everything originates from me with the help of my Maya. So whatever you see, that's why it is all Bhagwan's Maya. And then Bhagwan will withdraw the Maya whenever Bhagwan wants. And then the whole world will be pralay. That's what. So Bhagwan says, you will not be impacted by that because you are the Jnani. You are like me. So that's what he's saying. So the next slok is continuation of that. Sarvayoneshu Kaunteya
Sarvayoneshu Kaunteya
Murtayah Sambhavantiyah
Murtiyah Sambhavatiya
Tasam Brahma Mahatyonihi
Tasam Brahma Mahadyoniraha
Aham Bijapradah Pita.
Aham Bijapradah Pita.
Yeah, you can read in English, Kripaji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever
Yes.
forms are produced in all wombs, O Kaunteya, great Brahma is their womb, I the seed giving father.
Yeah, so it's this extension of the previous slok. Basically, everything is created in this world. I am the seed. As a Aham Prabhava, पहले भी भगवान 10th chapter में बता चुके हैं कि everything. So he is giving that probably the example Bhagwan is given because everybody understands there is a womb, there is a seed in the womb, and from womb the whole comes out. So that's why he used the Sarva Yoneshu Garbha word use किया उन्होंने जो technical word है. But basically the whole process of procreation is because of me. And that's what procreation process happens in human being, but the same process Bhagwan is giving. But the next slok is now that the beginning of the chapter, which we'll read one slok and continue next time. So 5th slok, right? Sattvam Rajah Tamah iti. Sattvam Rajah Tamah iti. Sorry, Sattvam Rajah Tamah iti guna prakriti sambhava.
Satyam Satvam Stadam iti guna prakriti sambhavaha.
Nibadhanti mahabaho.
Nibandhanti mahabahu.
Dehe dehin avyayam.
Dehe devin avyayam. हे महाभाहु अर्जुन, माया शक्ति सत्व रजस और तमस 3 गुणों से निर्मित है। ये गुण अविनाशी आत्मा को नश्वर शरीर के बंधन में डालते हैं।
Tattva, Rajas, Tamas. These gunas, born of Prakriti, bind the indestructible embodied to the body, O Mahabhav.
Yeah, so that's where the chapter, the study, which Bhagwan promised, I'll give you the knowledge which is Uttamam. And this is really next few slok, the entire remaining chapter is really Uttamam. And because this talks about every day-to-day life. We'll go. So yeah, there are 3 gun, Bhagwan says, Sattva, which we have covered, and I have a chart, next time I'll share. It says that which fosters wisdom, harmony, and happiness. That is Sattva. Rajas, which generates passion, expressed or manifested through attachment and greed. So, and then we saw there is a shlok in 3rd chapter, Arjuna asks, what forces, in spite of knowing, what forces me or us to do wrong? And Bhagwan, that time he said, Kam esh, Krodh esh, Rajo gun samudbhava. He says, Kam and Krodh. Krodh is the resultant of Kam. So desire basically is the culprit. That the desire or Kam or Vasana, which is rooted in Rajas, that is the problem. Mahapapna, Mahashna. It's like a devouring fire. It just consumes everything. Desire is like that fire which consumes everything. That's why they say what is the definition of enough is enough? There is no definition of enough is enough. It is like devouring fire. You just keep putting, badti chali jayegi. It's like that, desire. So that's what Bhagwan Rajas. And Tamas is which leads to ignorance and inertia, delusion. We'll talk about when next time we'll meet. So we'll sit in our dhyan. But again, Bhagwan is saying Maya is a very popular term, and today is Navratri. So I felt good when I was reading this and then Navratri that to overcome Maya, you have to worship Mahamaya. That is the message here. And Mahamaya means Shakti. Ye sansar is Maya. So we have to overcome this sansar, and or maybe they enjoy the sansar, but with the krapa of Mahamaya. So we'll stop here. Bhagwan Ram, and when Lakshmanji, Bhagwan Ram speaks very less in Ramayana. So one time they're sitting in forest, Aranyakand, Panchvati mein. And Lakshmanji asked, Sham ke time बैठे थे कि just he asked, what is Maya? Very, very well described in Ramayana. So Bhagwan says, okay, I'll tell you in brief. He says, मैं अरु तौर में माया. ये मेरा है, ये तेरा है. That is Maya. Right? And यही बस कीने जीव निकाया. इस माया ने इस entire संसार को कंट्रोल कर रखा है, बांध लिया है. And और उसकी रीच क्या है? भगवान बता रहे हैं, गो गोचर जही मन लग जाई. गो गोचर में सेंस, जहां तक भी सेंसेस जा सकती हैं, जहां तक भी, दैट इज मायाज रीच. एंड जहां मन लगी जाए, जहां मन जा सकता है, मन तो पता नहीं कहां तक भी जा सकता है. आई वॉन्ट टू हैव द मून. सो दैट इज माया. एंड सो सब माया जाने हूं भाई. भगवान कह रहे हैं कि ये माया है, कि मेरा, तेरा, और ये जितने सेंसेस, एनीथिंग सेंसेस कैन टच, दैट इज माया. बिकॉज if I pass by a restaurant which is smell of the best food I like, and then there is a taste bud says, oh, stop here, let's go have thing. That is, so senses are so powerful. जहां मन लग जाए, जहां तक मन जा सकता है, and मन can go anywhere, mind can go while sitting in swadhyaya, it can go around the world and come back, and that is Maya. So even while doing puja, the Maya takes us away. That's so sab Maya jane hu bhai. And then he explains how to overcome Maya, which Bhagavan Krishna will tell in better words. So we'll see next time. So let's sit for dhyan, not doing meditation. Again, the statement is to sit in dhyan and try to meditate on Mahamaya today. And then Mahamaya will help us to overcome Maya. And again, now meditation we understand, but all these senses, whatever they are touching outside, is Maya. And then Maya comes in through these senses. And that's the purpose. We want to shut down these senses, then Maya doesn't come inside. If Maya doesn't come inside, then I'll find Maya, Mahamaya right within me. There is no outside Mahamaya. उनको क्या खुश करना है, वो तो सब अंदर ही है, हमें दिखता नहीं है. That is, we have to see that. That's Bhagyana Chakshusha, Bhagavan said, right? Through Gyan Chakshusha, you can see that Mahamaya within us. And that is Navratri Puja. So yeah, so let's do very quickly. Again, 5 senses and then go inside. Om. Keep the focus on the tip of the nostril and bring up image of Prithvi Tattva, which is Bhudevi. Now shift the focus to the tip of the tongue and think of Jal Tattva. Now shift focus to the eyes and think of Jal Agni Tattva, which is Surya Bhagwan. Now shift focus to the skin and feel the Vayu Tattva around us. Now shift focus to the ear and feel the Akash Tattva, which is through sound. So by doing this, all these elements are outside and inside also. This is everything is Kshetra, including my body, world, everything is Kshetra. So I'm also part of Kshetra. Look at now, after 13th chapter, we know we are just talking about Kshetra. Now Bhagavan says in the 6th chapter, then after doing this, the senses are shut down. So the door for the Maya to come inside is shut down, doors all. So now I think I'm not these senses. I'm not even the mind, the body, the mind, not even Buddhi. Everything is Maya, up to Buddhi, Ahankar, Chit. So I'm Sakshi Chaitanya Atma. And Bhagavan says, Yuktasi Tumatta. In that state where all the thoughts there's no thought, stand still mind. That time just bring Bhagavan's image. So today, the Mahamaya, Devi's image we should bring in mind, right? And when all these shut down, we can feel that Devi right inside my consciousness. That awareness is Devi awareness, basically. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. बोलिए अम्बे मात की जय, कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय. हरि ओम. A good Navratri and this chapter, they went very well together, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll meet next time again. Let's stop there.
थैंक यू संजय जी, नमस्ते.